Okay, Connor. First, something real good here. The immediate engagement of your hips is much better. As you just watch, it's much more immediate. Much more immediate. Much more immediate. Okay? There's a couple of things that we can do better, but I wanted to make sure that I gave you props for how much you have fixed that immediate engagement of your hips. Okay? Now, two things I'm going to suggest. As you watch your stride, this one you're just taking the pitch and taking a stride. Just watch your foot. See how it's going into the ground there. Boom. It's just a little bit back. Now as you watch your front foot, and zoom in here. Okay. See how you're back just a little bit? Back just a little bit. If we zoomed in here, see how that's just right in? Right in. Here, we have just that little bit of back action. Now, why does that matter? Okay. All right. What's going to help you as you get a little bit of a better stride? Okay. Let's go on to the next rep here. So again, let's just see how this looks. Again, that's real good. That's real good. That's real good. Now the next rep here on your left-hand side is where I ask you to engage your lower half. And the stride's pretty good. The stride's still pretty good. Now, what I want you to see as we watch the left-hand side is as you start engaging your lower half, see how the hands start to come with it? See how they come together? Your front part's still real good here. I like your stride a lot there. Okay, that's good. That's good. Now what we want to work on is getting separation. I can't draw when it's split screen, but as your hips start to turn, that's where we just fire our back elbow down. Right? So your back elbow would drop there, but your hands wouldn't. Your hands just start to come with it a little bit. Now you can see when you get that little stride back, it gets us a little bit of weight flop there. It's so much better than it used to be. But you can see we still get a little bit of weight flop. We don't have the weight flop there. Okay? See how it's much more of a direct turn there than there. Good. This is good. You can really see it. Good stride, no weight flop, just turn. Good stride, no weight flop, just turn. Little bit of stride back, little bit of weight flop before we start to turn. Now, we end up getting a little bit around. Okay? And so I was watching all of your swings. And what's going to prevent that, or fix that, is if we can, one, continue to replicate that. Replicate that versus that. See how much better that is than that. Okay? I mean, just look at your posture. I mean, that's picture's worth 1,000 words, right? Because you got that little bit of comeback and flop versus no comeback and flop. Okay? Now, if we can do that and not bring our hands forward, but just have our back elbow drop. I mean, I'm sure you've seen all of the videos, that shows that back elbow working independent of the hands. So, two things, okay? First and foremost, mastering, let's try to just get the lower half here. That's a much better immediate engagement. Shoot, sorry, long day. Then that. Just a little bit of a weight flop as our foot comes back just a little bit versus immediately in. Better, little floppy. So continue to work on my foot's getting into the ground and I'm turning like I am there versus that little bit of back there with just that tiny flop. It's so close. Like, huge improvement, okay? Huge, 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 huge. Just showing how you can do it a little bit better there than you did it there, okay? Then, as we work on that, that's where we want our back elbow to work independent of our hands, and our hands not to come forward with that.